Does anyone ever ask you about your sex life?
No, actually.
We're the first ones over here.
I don't think
Are
so.
you a morning sex or night sex people?
More so night.
Me too.
But I do like morning too.
Hailey Bieber is an open book when it comes to her sex life with her husband, Justin Bieber. The 25-year-old model didn't hold back when talking to Alex Cooper in the latest podcast episode of Call Her Daddy.
Do you want to give us one? And it can't be missionary.
It's definitely not missionary. I really like doggy style.
You heard it here. That was beautiful, Hailey.
Hailey also revealed that no one has ever approached them about having a threesome, but that she's not interested if anyone ever did.
Has anyone ever tried to have a threesome with you?
Like in our relationship? No.
Would you be down?
No. It's funny because I feel like those ideas can be really fun and like sound really exciting. Yeah. I think at the point that of inside of it doesn't work for the two of us. We personally like that wouldn't work for this because I think sometimes for some people it does. So I've heard some people are in like open relationships and like it works for a time, but I feel like in the end it always doesn't end up working. So I think the second you make the decision to do that, there is never going back from that. And I just don't know that I would ever be willing to like, we've worked very hard. We worked very hard to like be in the space that we're in now and like trusting each other. And there's like such a beautiful trust and bond that I just don't think that's something I would be comfortable with. Or him, for that matter.
The Road founder then went into sharing what she and her hubby's favorite sex positions are as a couple.
Okay, do you and Justin have the same favorite positions?
I think so. It's not like I'm like I strictly like this one thing and he strictly likes another thing.
Can you give us like 1 or 2 or 5?
It's always different.
Okay, yeah.
It's always something different.
You're moving it around.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean like one day it might be one thing, one day it might be another
thing.
I
actually didn't even mean that too. I was like, you're doing 10 positions in one night.
She's like, he's flipping you upside down one second.
So you guys have like, you guys are not set on one position. Like you guys have a couple go-tos.
No.
And Hailey even went into what each of their turn-ons are, and they're pretty different.
You know, it can be so many different things. It can be like a connection thing. It can be a physical thing. For me, kissing is a big deal. Like that's a big thing for me. It always has been, just like in my life before I was married. So I would say that is probably the most.
What is the sexiest thing you do that turns him on? Or what's his thing that he always says like, oh God, like Hailey, like he like gets him going?
The connection point is very important to him. Of like, we could literally just be like laying down talking before and like just having like a really fun conversation, and like that is really important for him. Yeah.
Hailey concluded by revealing that Justin's openness and honesty is a big part of what makes her trust the Yummy singer.
He's really honest. Like brutally honest, overly honest. I could ask him about any person, any past girl, anything, and he'd be like, oh yeah, like this, and this. Like he doesn't have a problem being explicit. And I think that made me trust him a lot because I'm like, there's nothing I don't know.
The couple tied the knot at a courthouse in New York City on September 13th, 2018. A year later, they celebrated their marriage with a more lavish wedding. Access Hollywood spoke with the 28-year-old Peaches singer back in April, and at the time, he shared about his love of kids as well as his Justice World Tour.
Why are you so good with kids?
I've had a bunch of little siblings, and so I think that helps, but I've always just had like just a love for kids. Crazy. The purity, you look at them, it's like it's a miracle.
And Justin has been sharing his message of love on his Justice World Tour, and the growth he feels on this global journey has been life-changing.
This tour has been kind of probably the most enjoyable tour of them all. I feel like I have clear vision for what the objective is, and I feel like I'm the most like emotionally stable. You know, I feel like I have so much support. And I just feel like I'm in a place where I'm going to be able to really sustain and have longevity. And that feels really, really good.